Overnight, major flooding in Northern California turning deadly. One person was killed in Redding after an intense storm brought heavy rain, swamping the area. More rounds of heavy rain and mountain snow are expected to hit California through Christmas Day.
We're currently at a level 2 on the ABC7 exclusive storm impact scale as another round of rain moves across the Bay Area. Parts of the Bay Area are under heavy floodwater right now, and that is cars and trucks in the North Bay sharing the road with at least one kayaker.
Across the region, severe weather triggering flash floods, washing out roads, stranding drivers, and prompting numerous water rescues.
When faced with this kind of weather, fishermen have one of two choices. They can find a still water, or they can get as high into the mountains as possible. So I rolled the dice and went up to check out a nearby creek I've had an eye on. It's a little stream I've driven over a number of times, but I've taken so little interest in it that I actually thought it flowed the other direction until I studied the maps researching it. I know it snows up here, but you don't really know what you'll find until you get there. Since I was alone, I threw it in four-wheel drive just to be safe. And it was a cold night, so the snow was firm and never deep enough to drag anything. No two fishing days are the same, and this day threw me a curveball I've never seen before. The creek was mostly frozen, ice from bank to bank. So if I'm going to catch any trout today, I've got to figure this out. So I'm kind of starting things off with a small X-caddis. I mean, there's nothing hatching. I don't even see midges. So I thought I'd start with something small, see if I can get anybody to move. There's a nice channel here under the ice. I actually need to be careful not to fall into it. Get a few casts in here, and then I'm probably going to move to find a different spot. Getting around on this ice is no joke. The studs in my wading boots were giving me lots of traction so long as they weren't clogged with snow, so that was something to factor in. And then walking on the bank ice made a lot of cracking and snapping sounds, so I was trying to not spook any fish. Getting stuck on the ice chunks is different. Not used to that. At this point, I was trying to fight off frustration, having walked out there probably spooking any fish that might be in there, but since I was out there, I was going to make the best of it and use that new casting angle. Well, I think what I'm going to do is switch to dry dropper, put on a little more buoyant fly than this X-caddis, and sink an unweighted midge behind it. So I actually went with a bionic ant and then a size 20 quildagon on the dropper. So not completely unweighted, but whew, that ice cracking sure scares me. I'm kind of getting deeper into the forest here, so I don't think the water sees as much sun. So I think there's going to be more ice. So I'm going to go back to the truck, maybe even drive back upstream, because I went by this open meadow floodplain thing, and I bet that area gets more sun and this ice will start to break up. One of the cool things about fishing in an open meadow like this is you have plenty of room to cast, so you can make really cool, big, beautiful loops and not have to worry about getting super close to the fish and potentially spooking them.
Well, I found flowing water, but I think it's flowing water on top of ice, so don't feel like my chances are very good catching fish here. Well, this spot had running water, but it turns out it was about 6 inches of water on top of ice. So I don't really feel like there's going to be fish foraging in that kind of conditions where it's like freezing all the way to the bottom. But I'm going to keep going upstream. Well, I think what I need to find is a straight section of river that flows. It doesn't, like, this is meandering and snaking around, so the water slows down a lot. If I can find a straighter section, I think maybe I can find some moving water where the ice hasn't formed, and maybe there's a fish holding in that water. Well, couldn't find any water that wasn't frozen on that last piece of water, so went over to this plan B, had to hike maybe a quarter mile on this 18-inch snow, but this water looks real promising. If I can get the dog out of here, we might get a cast in. Come on, come on, out. Oh, there we go. Top water. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Thought I'd never catch a fish. This one's decent too. It's like a rainbow. Maybe. Oh my gosh, it's a brown trout. Huh. Brown trout on the dry fly. Some nice fish. Wow. Well, that's pretty incredible. I was not expecting a brown trout. We don't have those in these rivers around here usually. So in the wintertime on a dry, that's absolutely incredible. That's totally turned my day around. Come on, eat that up. That's where it's at, right there. Let's see if I get somebody right here.
It may look like I'm on a fish, but I'm just stuck on the bottom.
Well, take this opportunity and let's put a worm on there. Why not? It's pretty high water, I think.
Even though this is a small stream, it's probably a little higher than average because of the wintertime flows, but it's a common practice to put on a worm because higher water can sort of release worms from the soil on the banks.
Or something. Nice. On the worm. Looks like another brown trout. Nice. Just a little 7-incher, but another brown trout. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I guess I'll keep fishing. Oop. Another brown trout. Looks like the worm's doing some work right here. Oh, yes, another small one. Nice. Oh, popped off, sure. There we go. Yes, that was really subtle. The dry fly just kind of turned. Dang. I guess there's brown trout in this river. I had no idea. None at all.
For me, discovering places like this is what fishing is all about. I looked on a map and found a small blue line close to home, and you won't find any fishing report or Instagram post about it, and yet it's here. While I'll definitely be coming back in the future, it leaves me wondering about the next gem waiting to get discovered.
Alrighty guys, we're gonna wrap it right here. This place really is special. I hope you enjoyed the struggle of finding it. If you have any questions, ask me down in the comments. I do create a companion video called a video recap that's available to channel members and Patreons. And if you're a fly tyer, I sell fly tying materials at driftstone.co, or if you like to buy some of the flies that I used today, you can pick those up there, all hand tied by me. All those ways are great ways to help support the channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had a happy New Year, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy Hanukkah, and all the holidays. I'll see you guys in the next one. Godspeed. Yeah, just fishing.